The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
There was a Talmud Chacham story who came from the Beis Medrash of Rabbi Elyashiv in Meir Shor, and he came sick, a very severe sickness, and he went to the best doctors in Eretz Yisrael. But after they made extensive tests on him, everybody came to the same conclusion: at B'derech HaTeva, you're not getting better. No. So there was one famous guy in Eretz Yisrael who was involved in medical, told him, maybe you should fly to America. Go to one of the great experts in America. Over there's a chance, a small hope, maybe he can help you. So the wife of that Talmud Chacham was going to fly with him. But before she flew, she wanted to go into Rabbi Elyashiv and ask an eitzah and a brach. So on Friday, Moshe, you hear what happened? The lady was taken into Rabbi Elyashiv with this big medical professional. And Rabbi Elyashiv looked at some of the papers, the medical papers, and he saw that al pi derech hateva there was no hope, that the chayla should get better. He says, what can I do for you? He says, all I can do for you is give you a bracha and to daven for HaKadosh Baruch Hu that Hashem should send you a full. Everybody thought the visit was over, but the lady started to talk emotionally, and she said, the way it seems, in a short while I will become a widow. I'll be a lady without a husband, with a bunch of orphans in my house. I accept upon myself the decree of Hashem with full love, but I want to ask one shaila. When these Yisayimim, these orphans, grow up, and they ask me, and they say, Ima, did you do everything within your power that Abba should stay alive? Could I look at them in the eyes and say to them that I did everything that was in my power for Abba? Rabbi Elyashiv heard the words, and he said turned to the guy, the medical professional, and he said, go arrange tickets for this couple right away, and go with them, fly with them to America, to a big mumcha. And he said, I mean now, achshav, now. The Oscar was all shaken up. He thought that maybe Rabbi Elyashiv didn't hear this case well. A few minutes ago, Rabbi Elyashiv said, there's no hope. It's over with, you got to accept it. I gave you a bracha, but you didn't take any advice. And now he's suddenly telling us to fly. So he said, you want me to go with the sick person today? It's Friday. It's Friday. Maybe we should wait till Sunday. He said, today. I told you to go today and fly out of Eretz Yisrael on Friday. And he flew out on that day, on Friday, with his wife and this professional. A while later, they returned to Eretz Yisrael, healthy and whole. And this person, who was a member of Rabbi Elyashiv's shir, continued going to his shirim for many more years. So a Talmud Chacham heard this story, and he went to Reb Chaim Kanievsky, who was the son-in-law of Rabbi Elyashiv, and he asked him, I don't understand, what did your father-in-law, Rabbi Elyashiv, think in the beginning? And why did he change his mind at the end? To go even on Friday? So he said, probably my father-in-law saw in the words of this lady that she had great Emunah and great bitachon. And when she said that she's mekabel, the gzeira ba'ava, she meant it seriously. And when a person reaches a madrega of Emunah and bitachon, any gzar din can be ripped up. And that's why my father changed his mind, and he felt that there's hope for this Talmud Chacham, and they should go and make the hishtadlus as soon as possible. No. And a person has to know. So there was a Talmud of Reb Chaim Kanievsky who was here, who heard that story, and was present. Reb Chaim gave that explanation. And he said that I have a raya from the Chazon Ish to Rebbe Yashiv, because the Chazon Ish has a shaila in halacha in a case where a lady forgot to prepare food for the baby to eat. And the question was, what do you do? Could you give him the regular food that he eats, or do you have to give him something else? And the Chazon Ish says you can be machal Shabbos and prepare for him the regular food. If the not regular food could make him not well. And the Chazon Ish says, and somebody is beiteach by Hashem, and he's understands that I'm not going to cook for my child, and I'm going to be beiteach to Hashem, and this is how he lives, you let it not be machal Shabbos, and it's going to come out good. If it's beiteach by Hashem, you could rely on Hashem. No. That's how Reb Chaim answered him when I gave my explanation for Rebbe Yashiv's psak. I was thinking of that Chazon Ish. Moiridik. Emunah and Bitochen is where it's at.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org